Muito orgulhoso pelo feito daquelas condições. Guarda-costas que ele está. Bem, a verdade é bem guarda-costas que ele.
The saddest moments of Ronaldo's life. Cristiano Ronaldo is considered one of the most successful players in the history of soccer. To watch him play has been a gift for our generation. He won 6 championship titles, 5 Champions League trophies, a Euro Cup, Nations League, to name a few. In 2018, he became the first player in history to win the Champions League 5 times. He also won Ballon d'Or 5 times. Even though he earns today, in 1 week, more than most of us in a lifetime, $2.25 million, and has the largest social media following in the world, his life wasn't easy. Tragedy and misfortune have marked the life of the soccer superstar since his early childhood. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born on the 5th of February 1985 in the São Pedro parish of Funchal, the capital of Portuguese island of Madeira. Upon his birth, his father named him Ronaldo in admiration for the former US President Ronald Reagan. He was the last child of the 4 born of the union between his parents, Maria Dolores, a cook, and José Diniz Aveiro, a former soldier, gardener, and kitman. His older siblings, Hugo Aveiro, Elma Aveiro, Liliana Katia Pereira Santos Aveiro, also known as Ronalda, always covered for him and acted really protective since he was a boy. His father was a soldier, and when he went to war with Angola, he returned a broken man. He tried to numb the pain with alcohol and had difficulty finding and keeping a job. When Ronaldo's mother found out that she was pregnant with him, she asked the doctors for an abortion. She didn't want a baby to be born in a poor family who struggled with the father's problems. She said, "He was drunk every day. I wish he was more involved. Even though he never molested our children, I became his victim." When Ronaldo started school at the age of 8, he joined the football academy Andorina. His father, wanting to keep a close eye on him, also signed up as a football coach in the academy. Ronaldo's former teammate, Ricardo Santos, who is now the coach of FC Andorina, remembers that he was very ambitious and very emotionally fragile. He said, "Cristiano really enjoyed winning. When that didn't happen, he would cry. He cried so much that he got a nickname, Baby." After spending 2 years with FC Andorina, he transferred to Nacional, the second football academy on the island of Madeira. Since his life situation wasn't getting any better, young Cristiano made the biggest and bravest decision of his life. He moved from Madeira to Lisbon at the age of 12. He even struggled to find food. Near the stadium where he trained, there was a restaurant. Late at night, he and his friends would knock on the back door of the restaurant and ask if they had hamburgers to spare. One woman that worked there, Edna, always fed Cristiano and his friends. She said, "I'm so happy for his success. I didn't think he would remember me after all those years." In 1997, Sporting CP signed him for £1,500. After leaving his family behind at such a young age, he cried every day. Despite being alone, he persevered and kept working hard. By the age of 14, he wanted to focus only on football, so he quit school. He wanted to work on his speed and strength. However, excessive speed gave his body a strong emotional response, including anxiety. Cristiano soon developed heart problems. It was something that threatened to end his football career. Medical personnel from Sporting CP asked his parents for permission to operate his heart. After operation, his blood circulation improved. At the age of 16, he got the chance to play in the preseason for the first senior team of Sporting. On the 12th of August 2003, Cristiano Ronaldo showed the world what he could do. That day, Sporting Lisbon and Manchester United played a friendly preseason game. Sporting won 3-1, and Ronaldo was the main reason for their victory. His dribbling skills were astonishing, and Manchester defenders to this day remember the fear when the future superstar started running with the ball. Alex Ferguson, probably one of the most successful football coaches of all time, said after the game, "I had to sign him right then and there, in the tunnel of the stadium." He called the sports director of Sporting and asked him to send Ronaldo to their locker room. When Ronaldo came, Ferguson asked him, "Do you want to be a part of this team?" The rest, as we know, is history. He later won everything a football player can win and he played for the best football teams in the world, including Manchester United, Real Madrid, and Juventus. Still, his life, looking as magnificent as can be, wasn't perfect. In an interview with Piers Morgan in 2019, he exposed his emotional side. He also talked about his privacy, which is non-existing. He publicly exposed himself and showed the grief about his father's passing, not seeing all of his success. His dad died in 2005 when Cristiano was only 20 years old. When Piers showed him the video, he told him he had never before seen this video, and he burst into tears. He told Piers, "He was a drunk. I have never talked normally with him. It was hard. I'm number one, but he didn't see any of it. He didn't see me receive awards. He didn't see what I have become." Obviously, his relationship with his father is complicated, but every child is emotionally scarred when their parent dies. That is one of the reasons Cristiano today strives towards being the perfect father, something he was missing when he was growing up. Also, following the footsteps of his father, his older brother Hugo, once a promising football player during the 1990s, started having problems with alcohol and drugs. Reportedly, when Cristiano Ronaldo won the Champions League with Real Madrid in 2014, after the game he ran to hug his older brother. In a pact they made then and there, he told his older brother that he had fulfilled his part and that Hugo needs to stop drinking. Cristiano covered all the bills for his brother's rehab and supported him on his journey to being sober. Today, Hugo works as a manager of a CR7 museum in Madeira, Portugal. As brothers, they are closer than ever, going on holiday vacation together, and Cristiano is also a godfather to Hugo's son. Controversies. Like every other football star, he got involved in a lot of controversy. In 2009, American model Catherine Mayorga sued Ronaldo for sexual harassment. She claims Ronaldo had sexually assaulted her in a hotel in Las Vegas and wouldn't take no for an answer. Later, the charges were dropped and he had to pay her off court an amount of $375,000. As we all know, Cristiano had a lot of girlfriends, but he kept his private life hidden. His known girlfriends were Jordana Jardel, 2003 to 2004, Merche Romero, 2005 to 2006, Gemma Atkinson, 2007, Nereida Gallardo, 2008, Irina Shayk, 2010 to 2015. Then in 2016, while shopping in a Madrid Gucci store, he met Georgina Rodriguez, who at the time worked as a sales assistant. Later, they met again at a Dolce & Gabbana event and they started talking. Soon after, they entered in a relationship, which they kept private. In 2017, they announced to the world that Georgina was pregnant. During the same year, Ronaldo welcomed twins, Eva and Mateo, through a surrogate mother. In late 2017, Georgina gave birth to Alana Martina. Also, Cristiano's son, Cristiano Jr., has been under a lot of media exposure because the identity of his mother is yet unknown. Ronaldo said, "I will tell him the truth because he is my son. I love him and he deserves to know the truth. But I will not tell the world just so they can know." In 2021, the couple announced they were having twins. Sadly, one of the twins, a baby boy, died during birth. They addressed the public. "It is with our deepest sadness we have to announce that our baby boy has passed away. It is the greatest pain that any parent can feel. Only the birth of our baby girl gives us the strength to live this moment with some hope and happiness." Only 48 hours after this tragedy, Cristiano was seen back on the field, on the practice court, but clearly looking uninterested and devastated. As the saying goes, tough times create strong men, and strong men create easier lives for their children. But their children, having all the luxury in the world, turn into weak men, and weak men create tough times. Cristiano is one of those parents that wants his children to persevere, to stick to something, to feel the pain and the sacrifices, just so they could appreciate life and its rewards.